What up, Talkin fight fans? Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of Knuckle Up with myself, Mike Orr, my man Cedric Ben in the den, doing what we do best, and that's giving you the up-and-coming, undefeated, and undiscovered, hungry prospects out there around the world, and we're the only people out here doing it. And today, we are touching again on another cat under D and L and events, which is Jerome Pampellone, coming out of Isaac Peach Boxing in New Zealand. Friends with Miyamoto, same team. Definitely they're doing it big over there. Definitely got a great stable, and we will be touching on it for the rest of the week for you. Let me break down just a bit of this kid's stats. Right now, this 25-year-old known as the Panther in the light heavyweight division is 11-0 with 6 KOs. He's ranked 110 out of 1,124 in the world and 1 out of 9 in New Zealand. He's coming off a great unanimous decision win over Lucas Miller back on April the 13th. Guys, if you haven't seen it, we will drop that for you in the comments so that you can easily find it. And he's scheduled May 20th, man, to be back in action against Nicholas Charalampos.
He just fought last week, and he's scheduled to fight next month.
That's right, baby. That's right. That's
nice.
This kid, you know what it is, man. He's young. He's hungry. He's made a name for himself. Cedric, let's touch on him a little bit before we dive a little deeper into what he's about.
Yes, exactly. Thanks. What I best describe him as from watching his highlights and some of his fights is he is a smart brawler, because he'll definitely stand there and bang with you, but he'll set it up first and look for the jab. And if like he'll try to do the opposite of what you're doing. If you're trying to like go crazy and bang, he'll back up and use his jab to try to counter what you're doing. And then when it looks like you're kind of just chilling, then he'll jump on you and then going for the finish, as he has 6 KOs out of his 11 fights. So yeah, man, he's a smart brawler.
Yes, definitely. He's striking while the iron is hot, man. This 25-year-old hasn't wasted any time in establishing himself on that local boxing scene. After amassing a 32-7 amateur record, the Auckland light heavyweight has quickly put together 11 wins on the professional circuit since his debut in late of 2020. So he hasn't been on that scene long, man, but he's really staying busy. And, it just goes to show you with his fight on the 13th, and now he's got one next month on the 20th. Earlier this month, Pampellone put on a clinic over 12 rounds against Lucas Miller in his debut on Australian soil, introducing himself to this whole new audience that hasn't seen him before. Now he's looking to build on the back of that. He's looking to be as active as he can, hopefully go back to Australia again. But it's going to be a really active year for him. He wants to put himself out there and let everyone know who he is, and that Jerome Pampellone is here to stay, man, and he's here to make a name for himself.
He's at the light heavyweight division.
Yeah, he's in that light heavyweight division, man.
And he's 11-0 right now, so probably another 10, 8, 9 fights, and he'll be ready for a title, if not earlier. A lot of times when these guys are earlier, what I do is earlier in their career, there's not much pro fights to go off them, so sometimes I'll go back and watch their amateur fight. So got his amateur fight on here with versus David Nike and the Golden Gloves from 2020. And again, you can see that he does have the boxing skill level.
Definitely.
And that he's brought that into the pro ranks, keeps that left hand down a little bit, but his defense is still tight. Yeah. He likes that Floyd defense, but it's been working for him so far. So hopefully he can make sure he keeps that tight as he moves up in that competition.
Yeah, definitely. This rising star, man, he headed across the Tasman to spar with IBF's #1 contender, Jai Opatia, in preparation for his debut in Australia against Lucas Miller. Pampellone said it had always been a goal of his to become a world champion, and this opportunity has set him on his path to achieve that dream. Joining him on the Brisbane card, which was great, was another Kiwi middleweight sensation, Andrea Mikolovic, who we talked about yesterday. Yes. Both these guys are now promoted by Dean Lundgren of DNL Events, and he thinks it's a perfect time for Pampellone to enter the cauldron of world title preparation. So these guys are confident in his ability to get on that world champion boat and jump on it, man, and be a contender for world champion belts, man. Like This kid, he's set himself on that path. We're going to see a really, really.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Sheila, you're welcome. Hey, Sheila, shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in and dropping the comments. I'm glad I answered your question before I even got a chance to read it. That's great. But yeah, be on the lookout for this kid, man. This rising star out of New Zealand. Definitely, definitely one of these kids that we're going to see in the near future internationally. He has finally decided, to take his game on the road. He's already come through with a great unanimous decision performance over Lucas Miller. We're going to get to see him on May 20th, get back in that ring, do the same thing he did before, and that's dominate. This kid is a very smart boxer, man. Definitely got a good ring IQ, loves to brawl, and like you said, Cedric, man, he's an intelligent brawler, an educated brawler, which is good. Guys, great way to watch. This is a great kind of boxer to watch, man. An intelligent brawler. So he's going to get in there, use the skills that he has, that he's a master of his amateur career, and these 11 pro wins and those 6 knockouts. And he just gets better every time I see this kid, man. And we're definitely going to get him in the studio soon enough. I'm going to contact Mia because they're all part of Isaac Peach Boxing. And you know what? Isaac Peach is doing it big, man. He definitely has a great stable of fighters. And, they're all world champion contenders, man. And you know what? He's pumping them out left and right. He should. He has the size. Yes, he does have the size, Sheila. Definitely keep on the lookout for this kid, man. You're going to love watching his fights. I've been following this kid since he debuted. And honestly, he is a busy, busy guy. And he's not slowing down. I think we're going to see more of him before the year is up, at least 2 more times, maybe 3. It's going to be great, man. But be on the lookout for this 25-year-old, man. He's flying under the radar. People are just starting to get to know who he is. And guys, you heard it here, man, because I've already profiled this kid. I profiled this kid last year. Yeah. So, this is one of these kids that I'm following pretty close in his career. And guys, I want you to follow him along and, give this kid support because definitely he is one of these future of the sport. The next up and coming, the next 10 years of the sport, man, this kid is young. So be on
the other nickname for this show should be called Flying Under the Radar.
It should be. It should be.
All the guys that nobody really knows about yet, aren't really talking about yet.
Exactly.
And, that's why you get the exclusive content only here.
That's right, man. Knuckle Up at 4, a.k.a. Flying Under the Radar. You heard it here. Bringing you the young, the hottest, undefeated, and undiscovered prospects from around the world. And me and Cedric are the only ones doing this out here. So, guys, you know what it is, man. Unfortunately, we were supposed to have – it's so unfortunate that we were going to have Bruce Carrington in to talk to him tomorrow about an interview, but he's had to back out due to some personal matters. He's going to reschedule with us, hopefully next week, same time. But we'll have another great profile for you guys to come and check out tomorrow. So make sure you join us. I think we're going to stick with Peach Boxing and let you know what kind of stable they got going over there. So we're going to pick out a couple more fighters that's coming out of the New Zealand area, and we're going to bring them to you, man, and let you guys know who to watch out for. So until tomorrow, guys, you know what to do. Hit up talkinfight.com, hit that subscribe, like and share, tell your friends, come join us tomorrow, same time, same channel, new prospect. Shout out to Sheila, shout out to all the other people that drop comments in the section. Thank you for all the love and support. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same channel. Knuckle up.